Okay. Hi everyone, this is Ambi Fresh, and today we are going to learn how to make a madam blouse. What do we need for this? We need our tape, our ruler, our armhole curve, our scissors, and our pen. Okay, so without much talk, let's get started. First of all, we are going to impute our vertical measurement. Our vertical measurement. Okay, let's put our starting line. Okay, our starting line. Our starting line. Okay, this is our starting line, and then we are going to impute our vertical measurement. The length of the blouse is 26. Is 26 plus 1 inch allowance, making it 27. Okay, 27 inches. So we are using the full paper. Okay, we are using the full paper. So the vertical measurement, the person's from shoulder to bust is 9, and then from shoulder to under bust is 12, from shoulder to waist is 16, and then so let's mark it. Okay, then we are going to impute our neckline here. The standard neckline is 6 inches. You can make your own 5, you can make your own 4, depending. So but the standard neckline is 6 inches. From our line you measure out 6 inches, and then you mark it out. Okay, let's still label it so that you understand. This is our neckline, our neckline, our neckline, and then this is our bust point. This is our under bust, and this is our waist. Okay, so we are going to impute our bust span. What do we mean by our bust span? This is nipple to nipple, the distance between your bust, your nipple to nipple. Okay, so this person's bust span is 7 inches, and 7 inches divided by 2 is 3.5 plus ½ inch sewing allowance. Okay, so let's impute it. So we measure out 4 inches, 4 inches from the neckline, 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches. So coming to here, I will measure 4.5. This is just to give it an ease. Okay, to give it an ease, to give it that ease and shape of that madam blouse. Okay, so let's So when you get to here, okay, this is it. Okay, now we are going to create our bust here. Okay, we are going to create our bust here. So you are going to extend that 4 inches down to our starting line. We are going to extend that 4 inches down to our starting line. Okay, this is it. 4 inches straight. Okay, so now let's create our bust here. You will come to the under bust, then here the side you remove 1 inch, and this side you also remove 1 inch. If you have a bigger bust, you can remove at this side, you can actually remove 1.5 for a bigger bust. Okay, but this is a medium bust, so you remove 1 inch and 1 inch. Okay, so that is it, 1 inch and 1 inch. So from here you connect this 1 inch down. You connect it down to here, and then connect this other 1 inch. Connect this other 1 inch down to here. So after bringing it down, okay, to create the bust here, okay, you then use your cuff. You then use your cuff to cut this place out. Okay, then use your cuff to cut this side out, and then you also cut this side out. Okay, and then you can still, on the next side, you can still measure 1 inch and measure 1 inch here. Okay, to connect to your shoulder. But me, I'm going to, this is in order not to affect my neck, the neck width that I want. Then I'm going to measure out ½ inch from this side, and then measure 1.5 from this side. Okay, I'll then measure 1.5 inch from this side and measure ½ inch this side. This is in order not for if I remove 1 inch here, it's going to affect my neck. So I choose to use ½ inch and 1.5 inch here, making it 2 inches. Still that 2 inches that we removed here, but you put 1.5 inch this side and then remove ½ inch from this side. Okay, and then you use your curved ruler, your armhole curve, to curve it out. Okay, curve it out, and then you curve this side out too. So Okay, and then I'll still measure out that 1.5 here, that 1.5 here, and that ½ inch here. Okay, and then connect on a straight line, and then connect. So okay, as you can see. So we will now come to our shoulder measurement. The shoulder measurement here is 14 inches. 14 divided by 2 is 7 inches. Is 7 inches. Okay. Plus these 2 inches that we are going to remove. Okay. Then plus 1 inch sewing allowance. Okay. Then we still come down by 8 inches. We come down by 8 inches for the shoulder, for the armhole, sorry, for the armhole. 8 inches. Then you come down. You come down. And then this, let's input our bust measurement. The bust here is, her bust here is 36 inches. 36 inches divided by 2. Okay. 36 inches divided by 4. Okay, it's not 2. 36 inches divided by 4 is 9. Okay, is 9. So here we measure out 9 plus 1 inch that, okay, ½ inch that, and plus 2 inches allowance. Okay, plus 2 inches allowance. We will still bring it down to our bust. We still bring it down to our bust. Okay, so coming to our under bust, her under bust is 32 divided by 4 is going to give us 32 divided by 4 is going to give us 8. 32 divided by 4 is going to give us 8. Okay, 8. 32 divided by 4 is going to give us 8 plus this 2 inches allowance. Okay, and another 2 inches allowance for the sewing. Okay, so you bring it down. And then her waist is 31. So 31 divided by 4, you put it 31 divided by 4 plus the 2 inches that, plus 2 inches sewing allowance. Okay, then you mark it. Then her hip is her hip is 42. 42 divided by 4. 42 divided by 4. Okay, plus 2 inches sewing allowance. And then you mark. Okay, you mark. So let's create our armhole. For you to create your armhole, what you are going to do is that you measure half. This is 8. You measure 8 divided by 2 is 4. Then you come in by ½ inch. Okay, you come in by ½ inch and come up by 1 inch here. Then you create your armhole. You create your armhole. You create your armhole. Okay, so this is all for the front. Okay, this is all for the front. So let's cut it out. This is our blouse. Okay, we are going to remove here. We are removing here. We are removing here. Okay, remember that we did not come down for our, you know that our shoulder here is slanted. So you come down by 1 inch to slant your shoulder. Your 1 inch here to slant your shoulder. This is it. You slant your shoulder. So we came down by 1 inch to slant our shoulder. Okay, for the neck, I want to make use of 3½. Okay, 3½. Or I can still make use of 4 inches, depending. So what we have here, from here is 3½. Then, and I want to add another half here to make it 4 inches. Then I will add half here. Okay, and then come down by 5 inches. Come down by 5 inches. Okay, and still come down by 5 inches. So I'll connect. The person wants the neck to be in a block form. Okay, so this is our neck. I would have shaped it if the person wants it to be to curve it, but you want the neck to be in block form. Okay, so let's cut it out. Before we go over to the back, our madam blouse is ready. Is ready. Our madam blouse is ready. Okay, as you can see. As you can see it. Let's draft the back. Okay. Remember to come up here. Remember to come up here by 2 inches. Remember to come up here by 2 inches, okay? 2 inches to give it that shape. Come up here by 2 inches, and then curve it out, okay? Okay? To give it that fitting, okay? So here our madam blouse is ready. Ooh, as you can see. Okay, for the back now, we are going to impute our vertical measurement. Remember, we came down by ½ inch for our starting line. ½ inch for our starting line, okay? And then our shoulder to bust is 9 inches. We don't need the under bust. And our shoulder to our waistline is 16 inches. And then we are using the full length for the blouse, okay? So here, let's impute our, this is our bust line, and this is our waistline, okay? So we are going to put 2 inches for our sewing allowance. 2 inches here, 2 inches here. Remember that this is our bust, this is our waist, and this is our hip. So 2 inches here. Here we are putting 2 inches here. But when you get to your waist, you put 2½ inch. Okay? You put 2½ inch. Okay? And then here you put 2 inches. It's only your waist that you put 2½ inches. So let's connect. Let's connect. Okay, so and here we are going to remove that ½ inch that we put here. If you did not do this, it's going to make your zip to bulge. Okay, to make your zip to bulge, now you remove that half here, that half, you remove it, okay, by doing like this. Okay, and then that is it. You remove the bulge. Okay, let's cut out the bulge now. That's the half. Okay, please, in order not to allow our zip to bulge at the back, okay? And then you will now take your the front that you have drafted, your front side, and put it Okay, as you can see, make the lines to align. Okay, you place your front. You place your front to your back side, okay? After placing your front to your back side, then you cut out, okay? Then you cut out. Let's cut out the neck. I'm going to use 2 inches. 2 inches for the neck, okay? I'm going to use 2 inches for the neck. And then I'm going to curve it out like this. And then extend it to my sewing allowance. And cut out. Okay, so let's impute that for the back. If you like what you are seeing, please, I want you to subscribe to my channel. Okay, I want you to subscribe to my channel, share, so that I'll be giving you back-to-back values. Okay, so now for us to input our dart, we are going to, at the waist side, we are going to measure 4 inches. Okay, we're measuring 4 inches. Okay, and we still measure 4 inches here, and measure 4.5 inches here, 4.5 inches here, and then we connect. And then we connect. And then we connect. Then you mark 1/2 inch here at the waist side, and mark 1/2 inch here at the waist side. Okay, then you connect down. Okay, and then you connect like this. And then like this. So this is all for the back. Okay, thank you.